Dogumentary TV, producing the best breed documentaries on YouTube.
Hi, my name is Lisa Cornett from Bay Cities Amstaffs in Modesto, California. The Amstaff makes a great pet because it's a good all-around dog. You can keep the dog inside as a family member, take it out everywhere. It's really good with family. It's a very family-oriented pet. If you like to be out exercising, it's one that's willing to go with you every time. They're a very easy dog to live with. My 22 years of living with American Staffordshire Terriers, I've lived with up to 13 at a time. As long as you're getting them out, exercising them, doing the training with them, they're a very simple dog. They don't require tons of grooming by any means. They're not a coated breed, so you're not needing to brush and comb them all the time. They don't eat as much as a Great Dane as well. I mean, you can feed them once a day and they're fine. Right now I live with 5 American Staffordshire Terriers and 1 rescue red-nosed American Pit Bull Terrier. So I think the American Staffordshire Terrier comes from a lot of history. The bull baiting, the fighting, the nanny dog. And I think all those things sum up its strength, its courage, and its willingness to make its owner happy. I mean, I would never think that no dog wants to be out there as bait or fighting, you know, but they do it because the owners. And that's where the Amstaff will do whatever you want for you. So I don't think that you can ask for anything more of the dog than it's willing to give, because it's willing to give everything, even its life. And there's been instances that I've seen just personally with my dogs that I've seen that they will do whatever it takes to protect you. How I manage the dogs is I get up about 4:30 or 5 in the morning and start exercising dogs. First thing I do is I get up and start exercising the dogs. And then say I have to work, which I work right from home, which is great. I'm able to keep an eye on my dogs as well as my client dogs. After I get off work, I'm out hiking dogs out in nature, getting their mental stability, keeping them calm. Exercise is very important for the Amstaff. And I think one of the biggest things that you can do that helps them is hiking. Hiking these dogs, they're probably one of the best outdoor dogs that I've seen because they can handle all terrain. They can handle rocks and mountains and sand and snow. I mean, they're a very, very hardy breed. So that's really nice if you're a person that likes the outdoors. And with a short coat, you don't have to worry about them getting anything that's on them you can see. Where a coated breed, you're having to dig through hair and see what's under there. It's a wash and wear type breed. You can see everything on it, which is really simple. You can clean it off easy. They require the nail trims, baths, clean the ears. Some more, they like, you know, some do have to have their anal glands expressed. Others express them on their own. The health concerns facing this breed are heart disease. There is a new form of ataxia that is coming out, which is another neurological type disease, and they're researching it right now. So I think that is very concerning. Of course, dysplasia, thyroid, because the thyroid can cause all kinds of things besides just skin problems. It can cause autoimmune problems. There's several things that are concerning with the breed, but I think the heart attacks are huge ones. How you identify when it's getting proper nutrition is everything about the way the dog looks. I think as long as you're feeding a good balanced high protein food with the Amstaff. Some people believe in the raw diet. It really depends. You'll notice from your dog's skin and coat and its energy level of the dog. The teeth are nice and white and clean, not a lot of tartar. Everything about the dog. A lot of times when you see that a food isn't given enough, you'll see dandruff or the coat is dull, and that's when you need to change it. I think the living space, they do need a yard, and they like a yard, so I think a large yard does them really well. I personally in my home have a lot of open spaces in case they want to do little zoomies around the house. They totally can. They have free range of the whole house, and I have a few that sleep in bed and they really enjoy that. I personally don't leave my dogs out all day, just because there's a lot of things that could happen. Young puppies like I have, they can get destructive and bored if they're left out there unattended. So I don't leave dogs for 9-10 hours out all day unattended. There are instances where people throw things over fences. I'm not taking the chance on my dog, something happened to him. So I do leave them out a few hours, bring them back in, and rotate that through the day. The American Staffordshire Terrier requires more than just being an outdoor dog. Because they want to be with you all the time, it's best that they're an indoor dog and go outdoors to potty or play or whatnot. I mean, they're a family pet. They didn't call it a nanny dog because you left it outside all the time. The Amstaff indoors does well. You want to kind of exercise and play with them before you get them indoors. And then when you get them indoors, give them like some chewies and stuff, keep them busy, especially the young ones. The older ones, they're fine if you let them out, exercise, and then bring them in to relax. But the young ones do require something to keep them busy. I have, in the house, there's several dog beds and designated spaces. Personally, leave my dogs unattended up to 2 hours, not really longer than that, because I like to check on my dogs. I want to make sure they're all right. They're not getting into anything. I personally have been very lucky with not having dog aggression issues. I do have, like right now, I have the 3 intact males in the house, but I'm not letting them run loose all the time to see who's acquiring dominance. So I do separate the dogs when being exercised and stuff, unless I'm right there with the dogs out hiking with a couple of them. I don't just let all the dogs run loose all the time. One of the best ways to prevent aggression issues or just behavioral issues in general is adequate exercise for the Amstaff. You have to have a routine to get them going, and certain dogs get along better with certain dogs, just like people get along with certain people. Dogs are the same. So you put the dogs that get along together and take them, But when it comes to dominance and aggression issues, you're not going to put a really dominant male with a really dominant male because you're going to have problems. You put a more submissive one with a more dominant one, and they're fine. But you still need to be there. You need to be there. You don't just leave your dogs. My specific rule of having my dogs living in the house is they need to be fairly quiet dogs. I don't want to be living with dogs that are barking constantly. So I like a pretty calm atmosphere at home and mellow, and that's one of the reasons I exercise them more, keeps them calmer. My rules are, if you don't like my dogs, you don't need to step in my house. Typically, my dogs act very friendly to my guests and want to jump up and give them kisses and love and play. So they love guests. Basically, the rules are, I don't like people coming over and trying to roughhouse my dogs. There's people that see, oh, you have an Amstaff. Let me do this and punch it in the face. No, don't do that to my dogs. Maybe you want to do that to your dogs, but I don't allow anything like that with my dogs. It's a calm, loving atmosphere with my dogs. If a person isn't comfortable with the dogs, then I will put the dogs aside so the person is comfortable. Yeah. I don't want to make the person totally uncomfortable, because then my dog feels uncomfortable and I don't want that. I wouldn't necessarily consider it a guard dog. I do think that when they do sense things about people and situations, so they will alert you, but I wouldn't necessarily consider them like a guard dog. Owning an Amstaff is a great thing to do, and it's almost a privilege to do because they give you so much. But if you're going to own an Amstaff, you really need to be thick-skinned. Be prepared for people when you're walking that dog to go on the other side because they're scared. Be prepared to stick up for that breed every time that you can when somebody has something negative to say, and be prepared to do the work, to get out there and do everything you can with that dog. Exercise, socialization, training. God, the Amstaff means, I can't even do it. Can't do it. You gotta wait. Let me collect myself. Okay. The Amstaff is not just like your best friend. It picks up on everything that you feel. It picks up on things that you don't feel. Vino, the first Amstaff that I showed, I'd been dealing with cancer since I was 40 and I'm 48. I had a second spot of melanoma, and I didn't know it, but that dog did. It was on my face, and out of nowhere the dog just kept hitting this part of my face, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Sorry, what's going on there? What's going on with this dog? And I'm looking at it, I was like, God, this looks like eyeliner or something. But it wasn't. It was a black dot, and I ended up going in because he didn't give up. He was really obsessive on it, and he kept hitting with his nose my face, like just bumping it. So I had already had melanoma once, and so I went in, and sure enough, it was melanoma, and they ended up doing surgery on that part. So I think the Amstaff is it's more than a dog. It picks up on everything, and they're like a lifesaver. They'll get you through anything. Any bad part of your life, they'll be there.
We're good, we never left the ground, but we need to take some weight off our shoulders. The fight isn't over. Can you let me be tonight? I will need some time alone, not forever, but when we're together, it feels like my spark's been left in the dark sometimes.